What up, bro?
Now, every year we ask the same question: which generation is the worst? And we all say boomers. As much as I love justified ageism, I'm not here to dogpile on boomers.
That's a lot!
No, instead, I'm here to say that we're all technically the same generation. Now listen, I did extensive research on all the generations in our generation. X, the boomers, the silent ones, Gen Z, millennials. I even tasked my good friend Dr. Abir with researching Generation Alpha.
Hey Albert, thank you for having me once again here at the studio. I really appreciate it. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the newer generations. So I want to address one quick elephant in the room, which is behind the camera. Go ahead, turn the camera around. That's my little brother. Yeah, unfortunately, look, he's a part of these newer generations. And here at Albert Productions, the budget of the studio is quite tight right now. Yeah. I need a raise, boss. Alright, so basically, once talking about these newer generations... Dude, can you stop shaking the camera? Stop. So, talking about these newer generations, we have to go over important factors. We have parenting, economics, and we have technology. Can you stop breathing so loud? Like, seriously, what am I paying you for?
You're not paying me anything.
Exactly. I brought you under my wing, and I brought you with the opportunity. I'm gonna guide you. I'm here to guide you, free of charge. You get to work for free. So I don't understand why your generation is always like this. I mean, you guys are the most ungrateful people. All right, I'm talking about all you guys playing Fortnite, V-Bucks, charging your mommy's credit card. I mean, like, come on, where does it end with you guys? You guys take stuff for granted, and you always are lazy with your work.
What? You're so broke you can't even pay your own employees.
What did you just say to me? What did you just say to me? Get out of here. You're lucky mom and dad are home. Otherwise, I would... Get out of my face. You're not welcome back here. I will personally call Albert and fire you. Get out of here. Get out.
Whatever, loser.
Welcome back. You're not welcome. Consider yourself fired.
What is he doing?
Donnie. Right here, Raphael, Donnie. I want you guys to meet my boss.
Hey,
Albert.
See, gay people get the right to marry. Like, when you're a sibling.
What are you doing? I told you to get out. Get out!
Okay, I said tasked. I didn't say fairly compensated. Despite that, though, I think Dr. Abir said something quite profound by accident.
Charging your mommy's credit card?
No, not that.
Where does it end with you guys?
Where does it end with you? Despite all the flimsy and semi-abstract divisions of what each generation is, everyone alive, conscious, and mentally engaged, we're all sharing this moment of history. People in several decades are not going to care who Generation Alpha, Sigma, Delta, Ligma, Sigma, Dick. There's a very common saying that tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. And throughout history, it's always just been a tradition of being given a constitution, religious text, a set of laws, a framework from a past generation, instructing you on how to do things going forward. But it's never been like, here's things not to do. From one generation to the next, advising like, hey, don't exploit people for resources. Please don't build mega structures on lake beds. Don't build big structures on fault lines. Don't marry your cousins. This generation, this entire group of people on this planet now has a chance to leave a framework of do's and don'ts for the next time frame, especially since people in the future are going to be looking back at us and judging us regardless of what we do. Now you might retort and say, well, Albert, you shouldn't judge the past from a modern lens. They don't know better. But that doesn't make sense because we in the present are currently suffering because of past people's ignorance. We have no choice but to make judgments about what they did and didn't do right. Our great grandkids, if we have any, are going to judge us for leaving them a mess. And the least we could do is instructions on how to clean it up properly.
That's what's it!
I've seen cringe across every part of the spectrum of age in this time frame. It's not going to help in the long term, just like pointing out which one specifically was the most cringe. It's still boomers.
It's a lot!
Much like how racial labels are used to highlight the separations we inhabit, labels like Generation X, Z, boomers, whatever, are used to mince up what is otherwise a very fluid motion of history. So that leaves with the question, what do we do?
What do we do now?
Well, first of all, let's start with some what not to do. Let's not complete the World War trilogy. Let's not use nukes to fight it. And let's not corporations and billionaire industries decide policy. You know what? In the future, any generation don't do whatever it is we did.
And then Douglas Olsen.
Now to go back to the title of this video, which one is the worst generation? Is it boomers? Millennials because they're cringy? Is it Gen Z because of how addicted we are to our phones? The answer is, it's none of those. The worst generation isn't some old frumpy ass portion of the population. It's a lineage. It's a long line of destructive and abusive power kind of people carrying on the same legacy of evil throughout every generation. And while not everything is black and white, there definitely is a black and a white, and there's a whole lot of in between. And every generation has every part of the spectrum covered. So instead of being part of your generation, be part of the cool guy generation. Yeah, the good guys.
It's time. I'm putting together a team of intergenerational talents of wit, endurance, creativity, and heart. Join the generation of good goobers. Yeah.
Is that a creep?